Hi, welcome back to Frequently Asked Fridays, where we here at Martin IP Law Group answer your questions about patents, trademarks, copyrights, and trade secrets. Today's question, and this is one that I get fairly frequently, a lot of people ask me, what's the coolest thing you've ever patented? And again, I've been doing this for 30 plus years now, so there's a lot of things I've seen come through, and it's hard to really just pick one. But there is one that stands out. But I'm going to go through a few things that we've patented over the years and maybe let you decide what's the coolest thing I've ever patented. One thing here, probably one of the very early things I ever patented here, and this was 30 plus years ago when I was still a patent agent and in law school and working with a firm in Washington, D.C., is this little device here, which is a skin stretcher. And it was used to close open wounds. You'd twist it to turn it, it would close it, and then it would stretch and close it and stretch. So one of the very first things I did, again, that patent expired long ago. Another thing that I worked on in the last few years is this little device here. And again, I'm not going to tell you what this is because this is a family-friendly video, but if you're interested in knowing what this is, it is protected by patent number 1133771. So if you want to know what this is, look up that patent. But probably the one thing that I get the most questions about, or that is probably the coolest or one of the coolest things I've ever patented, is this device and then the second generation of this device. And what this is, and this was invented by inventors and patented by a company that was later sold for a significant amount of money, called Chronotrack, and they were over here they started here in Evansville, Indiana. And what this is it's a timing tag for race running, or for races. And many of you, if you've run in 5Ks, 10Ks, marathons, you've probably seen their stuff. But prior to them inventing this in about 2007, 2008, when you ran a running race, you had a bulky chip that was strapped to your leg that you had to stand in a line and get cut off your ankle at the end of the race, or you had to pay them $25 because it was a fairly expensive piece of equipment. What Chronotrack figured out was how to make that for pennies instead of several dollars by using an RFID tag that then was put into a plastic strip that had to be first generation, put in a shoe like this and elevated over the shoe so that it had the chip was away from the heat and moisture from a person's foot. That worked out well, and then Chronotrack later figured out how to incorporate that right into the race bib. And again, same issues, same concerns that they had there were heat and moisture, because it's up against the person's body, and heat and moisture adversely affected the read rate on the tags. So they figured out a way to coat that, so to basically take that RFID tag, put it on the back of the bib, put a heat and moisture resistant film or layer of material over that was sufficient to shield that from the heat and moisture created by the person's body, give a high enough read rate, and make the system work. So Gen 1, a tag that you put on your shoe, which was a very big leap over the prior technology. Step 2, the tag on the back of the bib that you're going to wear anyway. Again, a next generation leap. So that's probably the coolest thing that I've patented, although we've patented lots of things in other areas that are particular to industries that maybe you haven't heard about, things to do with mine safety equipment and other things. But Chronotrack's patent of these devices is probably the one thing that I can say is the coolest thing I've patented that the average person can relate to. Thanks, we appreciate your time here. If you have a great idea, if you have an invention that you want to patent, come talk to us and see how we can help you patent your idea, turn your dream into something that's protected and can make money for you. Thanks, have a great weekend.